Hey, I'm Griffin from Polygon, and I love hunting monsters. When I look at this big nasty boy behind me, I just see a bunch of flesh I'm going to turn into a shirt one day, a shirt that will make me stronger. That big nasty monster is from Monster Hunter World, which is, in my opinion, the most exciting announcement to come of any of the E3 press conferences. I may be alone in that assertion, but I feel it deep down in my soul. Sadly, Monster Hunter World is not playable here at E3 2017, but I did get to sit in on a behind closed doors theater session where we got to see the hunt that was featured in the reveal video at the Sony press conference and see what was new about the game. And what I saw left me really, really excited. The person who was playing had a calico companion. The little cats are back that was providing support during the hunt. The 14 weapon classes that have been in the game, most recently in Monster Hunter Generations, had those 14 weapon classes. Those are all back, but I'm sure with some sort of subtle tweaks. We mostly got to see the Great Sword, which is one of my personal favorites on this hunt. But there's some new stuff too, and the new stuff looks really, really cool. The grappling hook that we saw in the reveal video is part of what's called the Slinger, which can also be used to launch these pellets that you can use to distract a group of monsters or attract the big beast you're trying to hunt down. It's a much more sort of streamlined way to handle those functions than that currently exist in the Monster Hunter game. You have these things called scout flies, which are those glowing things that help you pick up on tracks and any sort of signs that the monsters leave behind. And once they found enough, they'll lead you straight to the monster, which is sort of a new way of hunting down your prey. You can even, while you're fighting a monster, look up tracks for the next monster you're going to fight if you're feeling impatient and full of hubris, I guess. But the biggest thing that they tried to stress during this presentation was the way that the environment was more alive this time around. There are a lot of just sort of natural environmental traps, things like big bundles of vines that if you can trick a monster to run into it, it will knock them down and hold them down for a little while. There are sort of thick brambles that you can try and inch your way through, but monsters can pretty much smash through it pretty quickly, so it slows you down without doing much to get in their way. There was these glowing fireflies that, when activated, shot off basically a flash of light that stunned the monster, but your timing had to be really, really good, and you kind of had to risk it for the biscuit a little bit, let that monster get close and set it off. There was a lot of stuff like that. That made sort of the combat look a little bit more dynamic and a little bit more strategic. The other thing is that the ecosystem is a little bit more complex this time around. There's a food chain, and the monsters adhere to the food chain. There was a pretty gnarly bit where a monster, which wasn't the one we were hunting, came and saw this herbivore and swallowed it whole in one bite, like a snake would, and took it back to its kids, and then barfed it up, and the kids ate the barf. And I was like, damn, Monster Hunter. That's some planet Earth stuff, and it's difficult to confront. I didn't eat lunch today, and I was glad of that when I saw this thing happen in front of me. But then what happened in the reveal trailer of they were fighting this boss, and then a Rathalos, the big flying monster, came down and started to carry it off. That actually happened during the demo session we were watching. So it looks like you can never really count on anything being the same. No two boss fights are going to be the same in Monster Hunter World. I would have really liked to get my hands on it just to sort of see what playing it's like. I've actually been dipping back into Monster Hunter Generations lately, so I'd like to do a little bit more comparison, but a Monster Hunter-esque game that is a little bit more accessible to folks who maybe have been turned off by how inaccessible the franchise has been so far. There's stuff like drop-in, drop-out multiplayer. You don't have to like get organized in a lobby before each and every quest, which I love these games, but it annoys the hell out of me. So I think it's going to be a really, really great Monster Hunter game, and I'm really excited to see what else they can do with it. So that's it for Monster Hunter World. Hopefully we'll get to play it or find out when we're going to be able to play it sometime soon, but make sure to stick around for the rest of our E3 2017 coverage because there is a lot still to come.